And welcome to tonight's matchup here in the NFHL. It is our Summer Super Cup final preview. We have the Kansas City Chiefs. We have the Detroit Lions. Barry Sanders, Patty Mahomes. We have Travis Kelce, and we got Charlie Sanders, and it's going to be a battle of mayhem. We can't wait. Thank you so much for joining us tonight in this huge game and debut of the National Football Hockey League. Welcome, Victorious. How you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing great. I hope our viewers are doing great. And tonight, this is it. This is for it all. Winner to become championships. Each team thirsty to win. Will it be the Detroit Lions winning their first ever championship of any sport? Or will it be the Kansas City Chiefs? Here we go. Welcome to Detroit. And here we go. It's Mahomes battling for the puck on the wall now. Here comes Goff. Goff takes it to the wall. And now battle for it. It's Thomas now. And now Goff getting tied up for it again. Thomas drops it to Holmes. Holmes gives it to Mahomes. Mahomes holding up the wall. Mahomes, quick move, and he's taken down. Now Hutchinson to Johnson. Johnson. And now Goff makes a quick move. Shot by Johnson and a save made by Kelce. And now here's Johnson. Drops it on Hutchinson. Pass intercepted by Mahomes. And now Thomas. Thomas coming up the wall, looking through. He dumps it up and in.
Both of these teams are going to try to feel themselves out. It is a championship game. You wonder if the butterflies are there.
And now here's the delay penalty on Detroit. Now Thomas the jump stop shot blocked out front. Now Thomas gives it back up top.
We're going to have to, Jared Goff took a stinger off the foot there at the end. But the Chiefs are going on a power play, and it's Barry Sanders. You're going to take the best pair of wheels that the Detroit Lions have, and you're going to put them on the bench for 2 minutes. And here comes that mighty powerful KC power play.
One thing that I know is important for this game for each team is establishing defense. You have to play good defense wins championships. The Lions and the Chiefs have proved that, and they've got to stay at their strategy.
And the Chiefs are going to bring out second line and probably bring out the first line guys here on the back end of this power play. But the second line can keep it humming too, led by Larry Johnson and his goal-scoring abilities.
Here's Hall. Hall enters the zone of Smith. Smith, back door, but it's poked away by Sanders. And now here's Okoye. Just takes it out front and a save, Charlie Sanders.
And Charlie getting busy again right away.
Here's Dawson, drops to the point, back to Dawson now Hall. Hall to Okoye, he banks that one to the point now, and it's Hall. Hall, double teamed, and a great play by Sue to get the clear.
Dominican Sue, one of the anchors of this defense. He is a mean, ferocious player, and you got to watch out for him if you're walking through the middle.
Here's Okoye coming up the ice. Okoye looking through, drops him down to Hall. Hall puts in the break, shot and a glove save, Sanders.
And I'm just happy the world gets to see Charlie today in action. Me and you have seen him, but now the world is going to get to enjoy the brilliance of one Charlie Sanders.
Here's Lane, dumps it up, caught by Mahomes. Final seconds to go. They score! One of the few teams to beat Charlie Sanders, and it's 1-0 Chiefs.
And it's Jamal Charles, one of the legendary runners of the Kansas City Chiefs, and he's a goal scorer here out on the ice. As you see, he gets a piece of it clean, and even Charlie's not going to stop that one. 1-0 Chiefs.
What a play by Pat Mahomes. It's a beautiful deal right through the middle.
And you got to know that Pat Mahomes loves having a guy like Jamal Charles on the wing for him, and he's just sitting there wide open in the slot, and he deals it. Charlie Sanders shaking his head, but he's a tough fella. But we're out here in KC, and they are going nuts at Arrowhead Ice Stadium tonight.
One thing that's not going nuts is the bench here. The bench is going to stay neutral. Don't get ahead of themselves. This is the Detroit Lions we're talking about. Here comes Sims down the ice. Sims, St. Brown's shot goes wide. And now battle for it on the wall. Mitchell sends it up to St. Brown. St. Brown's poked away. Now Lanier gets poked on the wall. Now battle for it on the wall. It goes up. Mitchell chasing for it. And now that one's intercepted by Hutchinson. Now Lane gets it Sims, and that one's poked. And now Mitchell in a battle for it. He'll go racing for it. Mitchell sends it to St. Brown and a save. And now St. Brown to Mitchell. Mitchell looking with St. Brown. Puts on the break, tries to dump it to the point. And now Sims to Lane. Slap shot and a save. And the rebound goes behind the net. Now battle in the corner. It goes to Sims. Sims up the circle. Now he pushes it down, but Hall will take it. Now here's Holmes. Holmes looking slow here. And he's tackled.
This is a good response from the Detroit Lions. Great offensive possession there as they get a couple clappers towards Kelsey. They're going to keep working on him in these 3 shots on goal. 11:05 left in the first.
Here's Goff holding off here. Goff one-timer with Sanders and a save. And now battle on the wall here. Johnson to Goff. Goff one-timer. That one was blocked. A great block right there. Now Porcher stopped. One-timer. What a save by Travis Kelsey.
And that's on Megatron.
Now a shot and that one stopped. What a save by Kelsey, and now a delayed penalty on the Detroit Lions. The Lions can't believe that Megatron just got robbed.
And we are getting championship action here in this first period. 9 minutes and 17 seconds left. And who's going here? They're going to...
It's Calvin Johnson. I think he got a little mad after getting robbed. Coach trying to state his case. The ref says no. That is a penalty. And let's go ahead and be the reviewer of that.
What is the call? Megatron had a point blank.
Yep. That's a slash. That's a slash. Get in the box, Calvin Johnson.
Megatron had a point blank opportunity on Kelsey, and Kelsey stretched out and got just enough of it to get it to the corner, and then rewards his Chiefs with a 2-minute power play.
Here's Lane. He sends it around. And now Gibbs, Jahmyr Gibbs, here he comes, and he dumps it out. Now it's a chase down for it.
It's a big kill here for the Lions. Big portion of the game here with 8:50 left in the first.
There's another penalty on the Lions. There was calls raining down on them today. Now here's Okoye, poked away, and that's going to be a 5-on-3 Kansas City Chiefs.
Herman Moore will sit down. We have not seen the Lions make these type of mistakes in any game ever, and here they are in the biggest moment of their young NFHL career, and they got 2 in the box at the same time, and the Kansas City Chiefs are licking their chops right now, looking to go up 2-0 on this. They're gonna just jump right to it.
They're going all in here. Puck drops, Tate wins that one to Sue, and now LeBeau, and they dump it out. Now a race down for it now.
No better person to have on the ice right now during this kill than defensive genius Dick LeBeau.
Here comes Holmes. Holmes up the wall. Holmes takes it at the circle. Drops it. Mahomes in a save. Charles in the rebound stop. Another one stop. And now Charles finally stops it in. Jamal Charles with 2.
Jamal Charles has 2. Relentless they are on Charles. He makes 3 saves before they finally gets it in. He's stretched out. And somehow Jamal Charles gets it in there. It's 2-0 Chiefs. Lions fans have to be sick. I've been hyping them up all week. And they're down 2-0.
The Detroit Lions are in disbelief right now. And now, look at the bench. Getting kind of concerned now. They are not used to being in a situation like this.
The fortunate part here for the Detroit Lions is it's still early. And you're still the Detroit Lions. And it's still Charlie Sanders sitting back there. So you have to take a deep breath, get composed, and look for 1 goal. But there's still a minute left on this power play here for the Chiefs. It's not over.
The Chiefs cannot put their foot off the gas here. And now here's Charles. And now gives it to Holmes. Holmes shot and a save. And he's tackled. Full-time tackled right there. Now a battle for it on the wall. It's a tie-up. And now goes to Dawson. And now Charles. Charles to Holmes. And now trying to feed it back to Charles. And one time with Dawson, and it's stopped.
Kansas City Chiefs showing a lot of chemistry right now.
And now Charles tries to shoot it, and that one's taken away. And now here's Gibbs trying to get the clear. Penalty expires, and back to even strength. It's 2-0 Chiefs. Now Dawson running from the pressure, and now he's tied up right there. It goes to Hall. Hall looking. He has Johnson. Johnson to Mahomes, and a save made by Sanders.
Jamal Charles looking for a first period Hattie here with 5 minutes left.
Here's Lane. Lane tries to spin her around, intercepted by Koye. And now Hall. Hall coming down the ice. Hall holding away. Hall takes it through. Shot and a save. And now here's Dawson to Hall. Shot and a save.
That's a couple big saves by Charlie there.
Out. Here comes Jared Goff. Here comes Goff. Gives it to Johnson. Slap shot blocked out front. And now Johnson drops it down here. Sue, what a save by Travis Kelce! That one's definitely going to be impressing Taylor Swift. The playoff energy is just here tonight.
The Kansas City Chiefs came out sizzling. They are ready.
Here's Thomas. Thomas the worthy of a save. Now here comes St. Brown, gives it to Porsche. Porsche coming up the wall. Porsche takes it through. Drops down Sims, slap shot and a save made by Kelce. Now Sims drops down Sue. And now St. Brown. St. Brown out front to Porsche. Slap shot and a save by Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce is playing goalie like he's a guy who just got engaged to one of the biggest pop stars in the world. My goodness. This guy's standing on his head. He says, Charlie who, I'm going to pitch a shutty today.
I mean, we had to give Travis Kelce a clap here, and congratulations for getting engaged yesterday. Quick clap to the guy. Congratulations, Congratulations. Not Charlie.
We got a minute 28 left in the first here. Can the Lions do something here?
There's Thomas shot and the glove saved by Sanders.
Charlie's looking like he's settling down a little bit. He doesn't feel like he's ever given up 2 goals in his life, much less in the first period.
Here we go. It's Joey Harrington on the draw versus Alex Smith. Smith wins that one. One time for Thomas and a save. And now Battleford on the wall. It goes to Dick LeBeau. And now here's a chase down for it now. Lanier drops it down to Thomas. Okoye coming down the ice, shot circle, and it's a glove save by Charlie Sanders.
Hey, and we know that Charlie gets better as the game goes on. Looks like he's finding the puck now. Couple big opportunities, power play goal from the Chiefs. Things are okay in Detroit. If you just get one back and make this thing a 2-1 game sometime soon.
And now here's the chase down. Here we go, final seconds. 2, 1, can he get the shot off? And he's a little late in. Hit the post anyway.
Just a little late to the party there. But the Chiefs are the ones that come out sizzling. Even their goalie, Travis Kelce, reaching out for that one.
And here we go for our viewer. You probably don't know what this is. If you watch any of our videos, you can hear it's time for the first intermission. Plays of the period.
And we got a lot to watch in this one. We got 2 goals. We have crazy saves. Wild first period here in Kansas City.
On the power play, it's start. The beautiful catch by Pat Mahomes. Takes it, keeps his head up, looks for the pass. 1T.
Showing off his father's outfielding skills there. As he snatches that one out of the sky and he finds his man, Jamal Charles.
And then after that, it's Jamal Charles on Hattie alert now. Look at this. This is just very, very great effort here. Look at that. He never stops fighting for that. Never stops.
Hey, if you ever saw this guy play football, he would grind for yards. And now he's grinding in the blue paint, getting his second of the game in the summer chip.
Can we take a quick break here of the beautiful game Travis Kelce is having himself? Look at this.
Look at that one right there. This is just nasty work. How does he find that?
How do you save that? It takes a literal... That doesn't feel human. Oh, we thought that save was good? How about that one? How about that one? This is how much net Calvin Johnson has.
This is going on top plays. Look at Kelce just stretching out and getting in front of the blast from That's Megatron. Megatron.
For the people who want to replay this happened about with 10 minutes, 28 seconds left in the first. Look at that. I can't stop looking at it. It's so beautiful. Look at this here.
If you're out there live, drop a comment in the chat on how you liked that first period, and if you think the Detroit Lions can come back in this game. Right now, it's all Kansas City.
For the hits, I mean, Joey Harrington, he's starting to get some hits off here. I don't know why the ref missed calls by the ref here. There was a bit of an interference penalty after that draw. We see it once, we see it twice, and now it's time for the second.
A lot of Detroit fans mixed in this championship crowd here. They came from Detroit to push their team into a win And Detroit still searching for their first goal of this game.
Here's Hall, up the wall, he dumps it in, and that's chased down for it. Now Sanders, push to the wall, now Hutchinson. Bank passes out to Goff. Now Goff to Lane. Lane shot and a glove save. Now battle for it on the wall. It goes up. And now here's Sanders. Gives it to Lane. One-timer intercepted, and now Goff. And that one slides away. Now battle for it on the wall here. Puck slides down. It's Jones. Jones, big passes that one to Hall. Here comes Hall. Hall pulling back. Hall takes it through, and he's taken down.
And that's the kind of defense that we're used to seeing from these Detroit Lions. Let's see if they can turn these things around.
Here's Hutchinson, who spins through. Gives it to Johnson, and a glove save. Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce with his 10th save of the game. He'll walk it out. He's pushing people around. He's feeling it. And the Chiefs looking to be out dynastic between the two leagues that they perform in. Looking to take the summer chip here in the National Football Hockey League.
Puck drops. And here's Jones. Jones gives it across to Thomas. Thomas entering the zone. Thomas looking for a pass up top, but he'll continue going, and Sims takes it away. And now St. Brown to Porsche. Here comes Porsche down the ice. Porsche pulls back, dumps it up the wall, and a chase down for it. Now Thomas to Sims. Sims dumps down to Porsche, and now Sue. Slap shot, and that one stopped.
That's a good find by Kelce there. He got that one through traffic. It made it onto him, and he finds it. Holding on to the shutty.
Here we go. Here's Porsche. Porsche takes it. Gives it to Sims. Sims dumps it up, and that one will go out.
It does look like Detroit is starting to find their game now. They still exude confidence, and they still know they got a great guy behind them that could definitely be the type of guy who won't give up another goal in this game to let them get back in it.
Here's Okoye. Okoye poked away, and now Porsche. Porsche gives it to Harrington. Joey Harrington pushed on the wall. Now Harrington gives it to Gibbs. Now Gibbs slap shot with more and a glove save by Travis Kelce.
And Travis Kelce coming into this league knowing that he had to be in the goalie position. When I was interviewing him before the game, he says he's just loving life. He loves being back there by himself in goal. And he loves competing in practice with one Tony Gonzalez. A couple of the greats get to spend time together on the bench here in this league.
Here's Okoye, accepted, and now Hutchinson to Moore. Now gives it to Gibbs. Gibbs, quick move. Gibbs, what a play, Gibbs, and it's stopped. Travis Kelce outdoing himself tonight.
That was a great move by Jahmyr Gibbs to get himself wide open lane into the front. He gets a look at Travis, and he can't do it. They're going to have to start passing it around. They need a tic-tac-toe to get back in this. 13-14 left in the second.
Lane shot and a save, Kelce, and now Harrington. Push to the wall, Joey Harrington, worthy now in a battle for it, and it scoops down to Kelce. And now here's a chance, but it's intercepted by Smith. What a play right there. And now Smith coming down the ice. Smith gliding through. Smith held to the wall now, battling for it. And now it goes up top to Moore. Here's Harrington. Harrington on the wall to Moore. Moore gives the give. Shot and glove saved by Travis Kelce. And now here comes Smith. Jahmyr Gibbs without a stick. He'll go to the bench for a new one as Worthy takes it. Worthy takes it. And now Smith over. What a goal! Neil Smith!
And the Chiefs are just feeling it. And he deals it down to Smith, who gets straight to the lane. And Charlie Sanders can't believe he's having this game on national television right now.
Look at that! 1, 2, 3. Breaks his ankles. The wide open net. And that's going in the top place for sure.
And Neil Smith is not the guy you think of when you think of an offensive play, but look at that shimmy to the backhand, and he gets to the forehand side so fast. Not a guy you expect to score a goal like that. He's known for standing up guys on the blue line, and he gets an opportunity to walk in and make it 3-0. The Lions could be cooked here. This is trouble.
And let's see if the Lions have any response. Here's Hall. Hall pushed down. And now it's Goff. Goff gives it to Johnson. Johnson taking in a rush. Johnson has it down to Lane, and it's stopped. And now Sanders to Hutchinson. Now back to Goff. Shot. He scores! Jared Goff finally gets the goal here for the Lions, and they're back in this one.
Jared Goff with some poise as he just throws it on net from deep. And it finds its way through Kelsey. Maybe they can start to solve this guy now.
Oh, wait. Look, tipped. Did you see that change of direction on the puck? Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. Off Mahomes. Looks like
That was off Patrick Mahomes. Fluky little goal there is Kelsey. He's been hot. He was tracking that well, and all of a sudden it goes a different direction off of his own guy. 3-1. Lions with the quick answer, and they have a little bit of life.
Sims poked away. And now Hall coming down the ice with speed. Hall with his wheels going on here. Drops it down to Mahomes now. And now Holmes. Thomas now. And now Jones. Jones to Mahomes. Mahomes one-timer and a save. The rebound cleared by Porcher. And now Sims gives it across. St. Brown and slides Travis Kelsey for the cover.
And now the pressure is really on Charlie Sanders. He can't give up another one. And the Lions certainly need to find one here in the next 8.5 minutes in the second to tighten this thing up and give themselves an opportunity to go do some damage in the third.
Porcher shot tipped away. Lanier drops it down to Dawson, and then Dawson gives it to Johnson. Johnson takes that circle. Back to Dawson. Dawson poked away.
If you're loving the NFHL, drop a comment.
Shot and a save. The rebound poked away, and now a battle for it here on the wall.
Late reaction, fluttery type of save there from Kelsey. That one looked like it was going to float in. He got the blocker on it.
And now there's an icing on Kansas City.
The Detroit Lions is the type of team where they still believe. They're not out of it. And Rodney Pete putting it on Len Dawson, who's had his heroics in this run to the summer final.
Here we go, puck drops, Goff doesn't see one-timer for Shea and a save. Now Thomas gives it to Lanier to Johnson, now Charles entering the zone. Charles, shot, and that's intercepted. And now there's a trip. It's Calvin Johnson to the box for the second time tonight.
And when this thing is all said and done, when we look at the final stat line, it's going to be the penalties that are going to put the nail in the coffin of the Detroit Lions. They're going to have to kill another 2 minutes against this dynamic power play of the Chiefs.
The Chiefs have 2 power play goals out of the 3 they scored tonight. They're 2 for 3 on power plays. They'll look to be making it 3 for 4.
And Megatron out there acting like his namesake, being very villainous with a slash and a trip. And he's going to put the second line here, the second line power play of the Chiefs. They're going to try to get this job done and make it 4-1.
Sunshine and glove save, Barry Sanders. And now he plays that out. That was kind of dangerous, but it gets out.
Great job by Charlie Sanders with the save there. He has to lock in. 1.5 minutes left on this.
Here comes Smith. Smith coming down, gives it across to Okoye. Okoye takes it. And now Okoye battling for it, but it goes to Jahmyr Gibbs, who will get the clear.
Change lines.
Here we go. And now Bo battling for it on the wall here. And now Bo takes it, gives it up top to Smith. Smith entering the zone now. Smith gives it across, and now that's intercepted. And now Smith takes out front shot, tipped away. Now battle for it. It's Lane. Lane takes it, and he'll backhand it out.
That should just about do it, and this might give the Lions the life that they've been looking for. A little bit of confidence. They just killed a penalty, and they got 4 minutes to try to do
and
something.
Now Johnson out of the penalty box, snatches it. The Sims, they score!
And Megatron makes right up for it with a deal to Billy Sims. It's 3-2, and we have a championship game here, folks. The old legend Billy Sims.
Billy Sims! Oh my gosh!
And it starts with the deal from Megatron coming out of the box. He immediately gets possession of the puck and finds his guy. Kelsey's been beat twice, and we have a game.
Look at that, snatches it from out the box. Beautiful deal getting past Mahomes and in.
And just a nice little soft backhander from Billy Sims. The often overshadowed legendary running back of the Detroit Lions is finding his way on the ice. And you know this Lion bench is starting to feel it. This is a confident group of guys, and I can't wait to watch the rest of this thing unravel.
The Detroit Lions, look at the bench. A great spark of hope now. They are high-fiving, and they're feeling themselves now here.
Suddenly, it's quiet out here in Arrowhead.
Here comes St. Brown. St. Brown takes it. Gives it Mitchell on a save, Kelsey.
Scott Mitchell tries to tie it right away.
Now Holmes takes it, and he'll get the clear. Now it's Spielman trying to hold away from Mahomes, and now a battle for it. Here's Spielman gives it to Sims. Sims stops at circle, gives it to LeBeau. LeBeau through the blue line and in, gives it to Mitchell, who tried to take a shot through center, but that's not gonna do. Now here's Mahomes. Mahomes handling through center ice, forced outside, and he's picked off by Mitchell.
Great defensive play by Scotty Mitchell there, the old veteran.
Now here's Spielman. Spielman taken down, but LeBeau finds the puck. LeBeau to Sims, and a Johnson and a goal save. Kelsey, he'll cover.
This time it's Billy Sims to Megatron, who's right in the slot looking for an opportunity against Kelsey. He settled back down. He does get the save. We're going to take a draw with 1:08 left here in the second. Jared Goff to take the drop.
Puck drops here, and Sue gives it to Porcher, and now Jones scrambling away, taken down. And now Green coming through, Sue to Goff coming in, Goff dumps it up, but that one has a stick in the way. And now push through here, final seconds ticking off, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, that's gonna do it here.
And if you're tuning in tonight, folks, you're in for a lovely one. We're going to have a great third period here, and the action has been immaculate. Scotty Mitchell.
Quick shout out to our viewer here. Thank you for watching us here. And it's 3-2 here in the second intermission. And here we go, second intermission, plays of the period. So, a big difference maker in this game. The Detroit Lions, 8 minutes of penalty time. Kansas City has not been in the box yet tonight.
It's basically the difference. The power play goal is the difference. Otherwise, we have a 2-2 game here. And I think the Lions aren't done yet. I think they're finding themselves. Charlie has found himself, and I would expect probably a near-perfect period from that fella.
Look at that. This is a beautiful play by Worthy. He does a toe drag through the stick, keeps going. Pacheco with the fake to look like a passing option, gives it to Smith, and then just backhand. Open net already, goes backhand, forehand again, wide open net.
That backhand move by Neil Smith, it pulls Aiden Hutchinson right out of the way, and he has nothing but goal to look at, and he sinks it.
Now Jared Goff reviving his team here with the beautiful snipe, as you see here. That just reflects off of
and Jared Goff.
Mahomes.
The thing about Jared Goff is he was made to play in Detroit. This community loves him, and for him to score this goal in this game at this opportunity, it really makes a lot of sense for their guy, one of their captains, to get the job done.
I mean, look at this. He stole it out the box. Here he comes at the circle with the backhand, and instead, look, the beautiful pass past Mahomes, and then the beautiful move by Billy Sims.
You love to see Billy Sims getting his shine. This is not the first time we've seen him pot goals past great goalies. With all the other big names on this team, Billy Sims is able to find space on the ice and find seams and create for his team. I was going to mention in the broadcast earlier here, the last couple of saves by Travis Kelce, they've been a little suspect. He's not controlling the puck the way he was earlier in the game. Watch out for that in the third, as Detroit will look to maybe score some dirty type of goal or really try to create a rebound here.
So that's going to do it for the second place. Here we go, it's the third.
I'd like to shout out real quick our first official viewer and fan. A nice little package out to Karan Allah, my brother. Thank you for joining us, sir. We're going to send you out something nice on behalf of the NFHL.
And here comes Holmes. Up the wall, puts on the brakes, the hole. Slap shot and a glove save by Charlie Sanders. So the Kansas City Chiefs, they hold a meaningful record today. Most goals in a game scored on Charlie Sanders.
And Charlie's feeling it, though. I mean, he's giving up 3, but look at him. He looks like he's going to stop everything.
He's unfazed. And that's what also makes him very good from the rest of these goalies here. Very great from the rest of these goalies. There's Thomas. Thomas held to the wall. It goes up now, a chase down for it. It's Jones. Jones to Thomas, and now it's a tie-up. Now gives it to Holmes. There's Holmes. Holmes to Hall. Drops it down. And now battle for it. It's Holmes. Spins it once over and Jones. And that was a 102-mile slap shot stopped. And here comes Mahomes. Gives it to Hall. Back to Mahomes. Mahomes coming up the wall. Tries to send it to Hall. It's intercepted. And now Mitchell. Mitchell. He comes up the wall. Mitchell. Quick move. And a shot and a save. And now he's trying to center it, a big poke check right there, saving a tie game.
And the thing about the Detroit Lions you're going to see for the rest of the game is a sense of urgency, but not a sense of panic. They're happy in this 3-2 position, and they're just looking for opportunities from here on out.
Here's Lane. Lane dumps it up the wall, gives it to St. Brown. St. Brown, he's got a centering option, but instead he'll give it to Hutchinson, and now Hutchinson turns it over. Amon-Ra St. Brown kind of missed a passing opportunity right in the slot. Now here's Mitchell, gives it to Sims. Sims, slap shot. That one stopped, and Kelsey will cover.
Travis Kelsey looking to get himself back in this game after giving up a pair in the second. 14:41 left in the third. Thank you all out there for joining us in our Super Cup final championship of the summer. Regular season starts October 6th. We'll see you then.
Here's Bo. Bo gives it across. Thomas, slap shot and glove save. Charlie Sanders.
Flash in the leather, Charlie Sanders. He's warming up. And I'm telling you, from the times that we've seen him, the look that he has right now, it looks like he's not giving up another one. It's going to be a long 14 minutes for these Chiefs.
Here we go, the puck drops. It's Porsche. Porsche held to the wall. Now Sue gives it to Moore. Moore coming up the wall. Moore at the circle. Shot blocked out front. And now Thomas to Smith. Here comes Smith down the ice. Smith side to side, toe drag, and he releases it deep into the corner. Now Porsche. Porsche coming deep, gives it to Moore. Moore holding throughout the wall. Moore, what a play! And now Moore is poked away by Lanier. Each team tightening on defense here. Here's Bo. Bo poked away. And now Sue. Sue tries to send it up. Nobody there. And that's going to go down for an icing.
Now the thing here, even though this is a preseason tournament and doesn't really count, both teams playing with pride. Both teams want to be the first to ever etch an NFHL championship game.
Here we go, it's Green. Green trying to one-timer that one, but it's intercepted before he can do so.
And Dominican Sue laying a big hit down there deep on the goal line to stop that one up. We'll take a draw here. The third period slowly winding down.
Here we go, it's starting to become pressure time here for the Lions. 11 minutes, 22 seconds left to go in the third.
Rodney Pete's gonna take the draw.
There's Hutchinson holding away, looking with Pete. Now he'll drop it down the lane, Lane to Pete. Here comes Pete, held to the wall now. And now Lane, Lane coming down the ice. He looks for a pass to Morton, but he'll continue going himself now. And now it's Worthy, Worthy up the wall, and he's tied up. Worthy holds off of it though, and now Morton to Tate, Tate, and he's taken down hard. Now here's Worthy, Worthy, he'll dump it in.
One thing that we've constantly seen from the Detroit Lions, they get offensive production from their D-men. I would be looking for that.
Here's Dawson, Len Dawson coming up the ice through center. He'll get forced to the outside. Now Charles slash on and save made by Sanders.
Detroit Lions now really forcing shots here that are easy for Charlie Sanders to save. They're doing a great job on the defensive end, and they're just waiting and searching for their opportunity to get the equalizer and get this thing into OT.
Here we go, puck drop. Dawson wins that one. Now here's Cherry, and he's taken away by Sanders. Now gives it to Goff. Goff coming down the ice, and he'll dump it in now. Now it's caught by Johnson. Johnson tried to send it, intercepted by Cherry. And now Cherry, he's pushed to the wall.
No call there. Ref swallows the whistle.
And now Johnson with a chance, poked away. Here comes Johnson. Johnson dumps it up the wall. Well, 7 minutes left to go here. The Lions still down one. Here's Thomas. Thomas holding away. Thomas takes it. Gives it Johnson. Shot and a save. Now here's Hutchinson. Hutchinson coming up the wall. He looks for a pass across to Sanders. Shot. He scores! The three-goal comeback! It's Barry Sanders!
Barry Sanders puts his hand up, and it's a tie game for the chip. And who better to do it but than the greatest player that's ever put on a Lions uniform, Barry Sanders. And he just clinks the bar on him. Drastic.
It's Barry Sanders!
And it's that sweet little pull-up right before he lets off. And he's tied this championship game. Oh my!
And can you hear the Kansas City crowd?
No, you can
you
hear
can't.
a pin drop right now. It's dead silent in Arrowhead as everyone has swallowed their own throat. 5:55 left in the third.
Are we gonna see overtime? And now here's Hall. Big check right there. And now here's Mitchell. Mitchell to Sims. Sims coming down the ice. Comes down to Sue. Sue to St. Brown. St. Brown using his body. Get it away, and it's intercepted by Hall. Now Hall gives it to Mahomes. Here's Patrick Mahomes coming down the ice. Mahomes tries to center it, intercepted by Sims. And Sims nearly turns it over to the slot. Great play by Charlie Sanders poking it away. And now here's Sue. Gives it, and now Mitchell to St. Brown, and it's stopped by Kelsey.
Detroit looks like they're trying to finish this thing before overtime. Maybe they don't want to go over into overtime on the road. They want to finish it now. They have not stopped the persistence. It's 4:02 left in the third. This is a dead heat game right now, 3-3 for the summer chip.
But what a play by Kelsey covering it for any danger comes. That was a very dangerous opportunity. And here we go, it's gonna be.
And if you're tuned in right now, folks, you're tuned in for a good one. We'll take another draw, Alex Smith.
Now Gibbs, and he's blocked. There's Bo. Bo coming down the ice. Here comes Bo, using his body to stay out the way. And out shot with Okoye, and it's stopped by Sanders.
And Charlie Sanders looks cool as a cucumber right now. He just snatches that one in the glove, takes the whistle, and tells his Detroit Lions, let's go get one on the road and win this chip, baby.
Here we go. Puck drops. There's a one-timer with Jones, and it's blocked. And now a race for it. It's Moore. Here he comes down the ice, and he dumps it in. Now a dump in, it's Jones. Jones, bank passes that one to Okoye. Okoye gets reversed, and now here's the jet. Moore, but he's taken down before he can break out. And now Forshea tried to keep it in. He's found offsides.
This might be a good time to take a breather here, get some top lines out on the ice. Let's see what they do. Yes, they do. Jared Goff with Megatron and Barry versus Mahomes, Holmes, and Hall, the lawyer line.
This is going to be an insane ending. Here's Mahomes, drops it down to Hall. Hall, he's got space, tipped right to the glove of Sanders. He saved a tipped shot.
Dangerous misdirection happens right in front of Charlie Sanders, and he contains it. He's looking as confident as ever, and they'll take another draw right in front of him with a minute 36 here in the third.
Here's the pass around now, it's Holmes, and he's poked away. Sims sprinting down the ice now. Sims using his body to stay out the way, and now Thomas get it out. Now here's Mahomes. Mahomes push down, puck sliding to Kelsey, but it'll go behind the net instead. Here's Lanier, sends it up the wall, and he's double teamed. Here's Amon-Ra St. Brown centers it. Sue to Mitchell. Mitchell to Sims, and a save, Kelsey. 40 seconds left to go here. It's 3-3.
The Lions are humming, and they got the Chiefs on their heels right now.
Here's St. Brown. St. Brown, and he gets tripped up. This is insane. It's the hero, Len Dawson, and this time he's not such a hero. Going to the box, coach, trying to tell the ref that that was not a penalty, even though I saw it with my own eyes.
That is a costly mistake on the Kansas City Chiefs as they are watched their lead slip away, and now they're going to have to kill 2 minutes against one of the most fearsome teams in the league for the summer chip. Len Dawson will sit from the box as they do it. Big drama here in Kansas City, folks. If you're just joining us, it's been a barn burner. It's a 3-3 game with 30 seconds left in the third, and the Lions on the power play.
The first line of the Lions are out. There's Hutchinson to grab the puck. Hutchinson coming down, gives it to Sanders. Sanders to Goff. Goff tries to make a move, he's tackled down. And now that one's cleared. 14 seconds left to go here. One last rush until overtime. It's Sanders coming down the ice. Barry Sanders to Johnson. Johnson puts on the break. Shot! Save! The rebound cleared! And now here's the slap shot and a save!
Here in the NFHL, we get straight to the OT, baby. And what a game. Barry Sanders with the equalizer. And folks, we couldn't have scripted it better than this for our league preview show and our Super Cup finale. First goal wins, continuous overtime, sudden death.
And
Chiefs
we're
Lions.
Here's Thomas. Thomas, he dumps it in. It's a race down for it. It's Hutchinson. Puck slides up top. And now it's a race for it. Here's Smith. Smith shot. Poked away. And now LeBeau to Sanders. Here comes Barry Sanders. And he's intercepted. And now Bo. Bo to take the puck. Bo shot. And a save made by Charlie Sanders. And now battle for it in the corner to Johnson. Johnson to Sanders. Here comes Sanders down the ice, intercepted. Bo takes it through. Bo looking for some open space. Drops it on the rear. Shot and a save. And here we go. 10 seconds left to go. And that's going to do it for the Lions power play. But here's the one time for LeBeau and a save.
That's a great kill by the Chiefs, and it's got to give them a little bit of confidence to go ahead and try to go win this thing.
There's a battle for it. Zips it across to LeBeau. And now St. Brown gives to Sims. Sims to Mitchell. Now LeBeau. Here's St. Brown to Mitchell now. Mitchell coming down the ice. And now here's Hall. Hall coming down the ice. Hall looking through. Gives it in a back door. But it was tipped right to Sanders. Now slap shot. Save Sanders. Here comes St. Brown down the ice. St. Brown lighting through to Sims. Sims
Line change.
takes it through, and he's pushed to the wall. It's Hall to the box.
Another mistake from the Chiefs after actually putting together some good chemistry down on the other side. Derek Thomas had a great pass in deep to the human joystick. They couldn't get it done. And now Dante on the other side commits a boarding penalty, and he's going to put the Lions in position to win this thing for another 2 minutes. Big kill again coming up for the Chiefs.
Here we go, game-winning opportunity here for the Lions. There's a shot, and a glove save, Travis Kelce, making the stop on Barry Sanders.
Way to hold his position there. It's the last guy you want to see just coming in close. It's Barry Sanders with another opportunity. 15:46 left in the OT. Next goal wins the title.
Here's Joe trying to get the clear, and he does. And here's Sue. Johnson using his body, staying in the way here. And now Johnson takes it through, puts on the brakes, and he's intercepted. Now here's Johnson, drops down to Porsche. Porsche poked away, and now a battle for it on the wall. Here's Sanders. Sanders to Porsche. And now Johnson and a save! Another one! Stop by Travis Kelce!
Lions are starting to feel it. They're starting to cook, and the chemistry is there. They're just touching it around, looking for that opportunity. Kelce remaining poised and calm. Great save by him. 14:44 left in the OTs. We take another draw in front of Travis.
Neil Smith, he'll get it out. And now here's Dominican Sue on the ball for it. A battle, it centers itself, and now it's Bo. This is the Neil Smith. Neil Smith gets clear. Now Porsche gives it to Sims. Sims coming down the ice, poked away, and now St. Brown. St. Brown, final seconds, and the penalty expires. We're back to even strength. Now a battle for it. St. Brown tries to center it, doesn't work. And now here's Alex Smith coming down the ice. Smith being pressured here. Smith takes it, shot, and a save made by Charlie Sanders. And now Mitchell, he turns it over. It's Holmes, and he's taken down by Hutchinson. Now Sims going through side to side. Sims poked away by Smith. And now Holmes entering the zone, gives it to Johnson. Johnson has it. Now a battle for it here. It's Mahomes. Mahomes out front, but he's poked away by Sims. Now here's Smith. Now Mahomes to Holmes. Holmes pulling back slowly. Gives it across to Mahomes. Mahomes intercepted by Hutchinson. And now Hutchinson, 3-on-1 rush here. They come. It's Gibbs, shot save. Rebound cleared.
Even though both of these goalies have given up 3, it feels like neither one of them want to give up the 4th.
Here's Mahomes. Here's Holmes. Shot doesn't work. And now Mahomes, and he's poked away by Harrington. And now he gets double teamed on the wall. Here's Calvin Johnson. Johnson takes it through to Gibbs, and Gibbs loses control of that one.
Feels like things are tightening up and the legs are running out of a little bit of gas here. We have a heavyweight match going into the deep rounds.
Here's Thomas. Thomas in a battle for it. It goes up the wall. Caught by Holmes. Holmes to Mahomes. Mahomes coming into the zone. He slowly glides through. Now Mahomes, quick move, shot, and snatch away glove by
Chiefs need a change.
Sanders.
He's absolutely gassed out. 8-14, 12 minutes done here in this OT. They're going to change it up. Len Dawson coming out with LJ.
Here we go, Spielman. Dawson, one-timer, a save, Sanders, the rebound poked away, and now Johnson to Thomas. They score! The Kansas City Chiefs are your NFHL preseason champions. There go the Globes. Kansas City Arrowhead Stadium gets loud.
Who better to do it than Derek Thomas? Oh, put a kiss on it. The late, great Derek Thomas with the game-winning goal for the Kansas City Chiefs, and it just can't end better than that, folks.
And here we go. The Finals MVP is Jamal Charles. 2 goals. And there he is. MVP. Let him lift it.
What a beautiful, beautiful game that we got to see here.
What a week for Travis Kelce.
As they are going to win the Summer Super Cup, Kansas City Chiefs.
Got engaged with Taylor Swift, and now he is a NFHL champion. And they're going to bring out the captain, Patrick Mahomes, to lift it. The first team. This is the second team ever to beat the Detroit Lions. And Patrick Mahomes, you lived it. You earned it.
The captain. More legacy, more chips, more rings for this young man right here. And let's give that cup to Trav. Let's give it to Trav.
Let's see who they choose to go next. It's gonna be...
Oh, they do it? You're not doing that? Oh, I thought you would do it. Yes, and it's gonna be Derek Thomas. Well deserved.
Derek Thomas.
DT with the game winner. What a feeling that's gotta be.
The Kansas City Chiefs came in with 10 seconds left to go. They were almost eliminated. But they held on. And now they're going to give it to... They're going to start giving it to some of the younger players. Isaiah Pacheco goes next.
Isaiah Pacheco, the young 4th liner. He puts in his work. He does the job when he's called upon. As the young man gets to lift this Super Cup trophy for the first time.
And the Kansas City Chiefs, if you want to buy them, here's the proof on what they can do here. And who are they going to give it to next? They're going to give it to, it's going to be Jamal Charles.
Jamal Charles, your final MVP. What a game. Has 2 goals tonight in the biggest time he's ever been on the ice. Jamal Charles, and if you knew him from the NFL, if you're a younger viewer here, look up Jamal Charles and his highlights. This guy was quite a runner on the turf, and he's quite a player when you put a stick in his hand.
And here we go. They'll go for the team celebration picture. They are your champions, folks. The Kansas City Chiefs.
There are your Kansas City Chiefs. And folks, that is going to wrap up our night. And we really appreciate everyone who joined in and tuned in for this final. Stay tuned for the regular season coming in October. It's your chance to get in. I have the Super Break League, and then we also have fundraising pools for Ice Mamba and for War Horses. $100 gets you in, $1,500 gets you into the Super Break League. And there's your summer champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. But the real action starts in October. And that's going to be all for tonight. Thank you all for joining us. Victorious, you have any last words?
Thank you for joining us here today. The third star of this game, though, is Calvin Johnson with 2 assists. He had a great game. Got highway robbed by Travis Kelce. Just to let you know here, the NFC and AFC superstars were Charlie Sanders and Travis Kelce. They won MVP for the AFC and NFC.
And Jamal Charles gets the star of the game, the MVP, the cup, and the whole kit and caboodle. And that's going to do it for tonight's NFHL matchup, folks. Thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you next time on Victorious Vegas and the National Football Hockey League.